Our group will present report research proposal topic on the effect of social media addiction on student mental health in Malaysia. This is our group members: Nurhanis binti Muhammad Nasir, Muhammad Iskandar bin Muhammad Ghazali, Muhammad Nur Hafizan bin Muhammad. For introduction, social media is one of computer-based technologies that allow users to share their thoughts, ideas, upload news, and also share something that will benefit for general public. Earlier of 2020, there are 81% of active social media users in Malaysia that use by various of age. Social media be used to shape business, career, politics, education, and more, which should be a positive impact for everyone. However, the unstoppable of using social media can cause addiction. Then it will affect someone's healthy lifestyle and can lead to have a mental health problem such as depression and anxiety, especially for students in Malaysia. For problem statement, someone who fails to manage use of social media can make someone easily feel anxious, stressed, and others. Then, 80.3% of social media users in Malaysia aged between 13 to 34 years old are youth. Then, average time spent by students on social media can be up to 10 hours for those who are obsessed to use it. In fact, 2 years ago, Malaysia was shocked by some worrying cases that happened among students. For example, 16 years old female student who commit suicide due to depression affected by social media addiction.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. Thank you to the previous presenter. Okay, my name is Muhammad Nur Hafizan bin Muhammad. So I will proceed to the research question. For our first research question is, what is the relationship between depression, mental illness with the effect of social media addiction among students in Malaysia? For the second research question, we want to research about what is the relationship between anxiety, mental illness, and the effect of social media addiction among students in Malaysia. Right, we proceed to research objective. Our research objective is to identify the relationship between depression, mental illness, and the effect of social media addiction among students in Malaysia. And our second objective is to investigate the relationship between anxiety, mental illness, and the effect of social media addiction among students in Malaysia.
Signification of study. At the end of the study, it is hoped to give some awareness to students with effect of addiction use of social media to their mental health and deliver knowledge about how students can get mental health problems such as depression, anxiety due to excessive use of social media for them clearly. So, they can use the social media in a better way for long term in the future. The study will also encourage parents and caregivers to help their children and practice health media use habit.
For literature review, I will explain dependent variable and independent variable that we use in our study. Dependent variable in our study is social media addiction. Several studies show that the prolonged use of social media can cause mental health problems such as stress, depression, anxiety, and long-term well-being. In our study, we have two independent variables. Firstly is depression mental illness. Depression mental illness is when a person who experiences the worsening anxiety symptoms. Depression mental illness also can be seen as a serious mental health problem that often be faced by large number of students and teenagers. Secondly is anxiety mental illness. Anxiety mental illness is a reaction of human body when they face with threats, danger, or stress. The relationship between dependent variable and independent variable. Firstly is the relationship between depression, mental illness, and social media. Some studies found that the level of depression symptom will increase as the use of social media is used more frequently. Then is the relationship between anxiety, mental illness, and social media. High level of anxiety faced by students are very dangerous. Most students invest their energy looking over on social media, and then they don't get anything as result. The more they may worsen the level of anxiety, mental illness.
For the hypothesis, the first is there is a significant relationship between depression, mental illness with the effect of social media addiction among students in Malaysia. Hypothesis 2. There is a significant relationship between anxiety illness with the effect of social media addiction among students in Malaysia.
This is our conceptual framework for our study.
Next slide, we will proceed to research methodology. In research methodology, we will discuss about the research design that being used to carry out this study. Research design is the overall strategy that the researcher use to integrate component of the study in a scientific and in a logical way. By doing this, the researcher can effectively address the research problem that constitute the blueprint of collection, measurement, and analysis of data. The research design can be divided into qualitative research design and quantitative research design. And we will be use the quantitative research design in this research. This is because quantitative research strategy is in the sense that there will be numeric data, continuous and distinct.
Population to students in Malaysia. It is because the number of university students is high as the population of Malaysia is increasing. Okay. Sample size. The number of university students in Malaysia who use social media via wire and mobile device at the private university or non-private university. Okay. Sampling technique. Sampling technique. Probability sampling is simple random sampling. Simple random sampling is the method used when the whole population is accessible and the research has a list of all subjects in this target population. The list of all subjects in this population called a sampling frame. Based on the study, the sample is drawn from a number of university students in Malaysia. Okay, for research instrument consists 4 sections. Section A, Section B, Section C, and Section D. Okay, for data analysis divided into 3 sections. Section A, background information sample. Section B, factor to use social media, and Section C, how to reduce the use of social media.
Lastly, conclusion. The effect of social media addiction on student mental health in Malaysia is getting worse. Then, depression and anxiety mental illness faced by students is really worrying. Therefore, responsible parties should take an action to stop this problem. Hope that mental health problem among students in Malaysia will be cured and be better in future.